Hey guys, welcome back to a new Hobbiton zoo video. Last time I said that I was gonna get some more stuff done in Planet 2, and then I went straight into Planet Coaster again. But we're back now, and I am gonna try keeping more coming frequently here after next week and so, cause I'm really trying to get into the groove again. And I'm starting to get some a little bit of ideas and getting to know the pieces a bit more now. So it's starting to become a little bit more fun. And also today's video, it's not gonna be anything that's gonna be finished here. It's gonna be template buildings I'm pretty much building and just trying to connect A and B and C together, you know. And also kind of like to get you guys the feeling of how things are gonna look when everything is sort of put together and all. So I'm building a few buildings today, like this first one you see here, which is a small one, which I'm probably gonna add some sort of a shop in later on. I don't know which buildings and stuff that's gonna be for what. That is something I'm obviously also gonna brainstorm when I am going into the smaller detailing part and such of this entire zoo, or especially this area here. And that's the funny part, right? So I'm really looking forward to that. So as I said, I had a few pictures of Rivendell and kind of like try to mix and match all the kind of concepts there is for Rivendell. And then I'm just figuring out where to place them and how does it look if I do this, and you know, I don't really think about it so much. I just trying to like just go with it. So yeah, all buildings today is gonna be pretty plain, but you are gonna get sort of the idea of what it's gonna look and such. I also figured out the next animal I'm gonna add here is the llamas. Because they're white, and I feel like I can make them fit quite well next to the giant panda habitat, where I am kind of like making room for it to be at. In that way we will have two animals over here, and we will get people to get over here, and then we'll of course put in some exhibits and some shops, and also a lot more staff buildings and such. So there's some plans for what to do next, and as I said before, now we are starting to come a little bit more to the funnier part, because now we're gonna start detailing all of it and trying to make it look nice. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening today, guys. I'm adding one more waterfall too, and a little bridge-ish, a little bit of foliage, but I don't go in and add clutter. And there's also some of the buildings that are gonna stand super open when the video is done, and also on the cinematics. But I just felt like I wanted to put this video out before I start to do the minor detailing and such, so you guys can kind of get a before and after picture and all that. I might also do more streaming in Planet 2 on Twitch, so if you guys want to hang out there and come see how I build and have ideas you will give me, come hang out with me there. I also play Planet Coaster there too, obviously, and lots more other games. So that's also something I've considered doing, because sometimes in Planet 2 I just want to fiddle. You know, I don't really want to record or anything. I just kind of like just want to fiddle and see where it takes me, because it's not, the ideas doesn't strike me as much here as they do in Planet Coaster, which I feel like I hope that it would be different, you know, but it's just not. I'm struggling a lot when I actually want to build something here. That's why I feel like the fiddling part works better, because then it's not hassle for me in that way. Because when I record, I kind of feel like I need to build something nice, you know. So yeah, that's just a thing here, that if you guys want to come hang out on Twitch, then come there and watch me build some stuff and hang out. But nevertheless, what I do build here today, I do really like. I like the addition of it, and I kind of like how it expanded the Rivendell section. And also now the guests, they see more scenery, they see more stuff the closer they get. And it's super cool. I'm really liking it. Doing a little bit more walk work here, and as I said, I know the rocks doesn't look super nice right now, some of them, all this rock cluster here, but that's also something I'm gonna go in and add some shrubs in and a little bit more rocks to break off some of the same textures. So all that will also be finished, guys, and that's also something I might, you know, go in and do on a stream and such. It's not really worth a video. But I am still considering a third animal here in the Rivendell section, or somewhat closer to it. Because we still need the elephants, which are going to be in the middle of the Hobbiton area and the Rivendell. So, third animal, we have the llamas here. We're going to have, that's probably going to be the next video. Here will probably be me making sort of this area done in some way, right? And then after that, we go into the to the rest, where we hopefully can finish off the last parts of Rivendell. That are not, how do you say, that are not building wise, like buildings, because I feel like we're at that point now where we don't need more buildings here, unless it's in a habitat or something like that. So also what I'm saying is that shops and stuff and pathing and benches and what there is to add will be added eventually. For now, it's also just to for me to get a clear idea on what I want to do with this. So it just doesn't get like totally unorganized in some way. I don't want that. So on this side here, I'm making this sort of little building too, but it has two floors, right? And then it's gonna have like this sort of little balcony stairway going down, where you can kind of like can get to see all of Rivendell and some of Hobbiton, and then a path that goes over to the normal path where the guest goes. And this was something, there was a building I saw on one of the concept arts, and I thought it was really cool, and I really felt like that this sort of section here with the two small buildings and then the creek with the waterfall coming down, and then you'll see me later on build a bigger building that's gonna be behind these guys, that's gonna break off like sort of the emptiness it has between these two guys here. And I really feel like that is a super cool addition. And that's also why I'm kind of liking where this is going now. And I also feel like if I can add an animal habitat next to this building, behind it, so we can get guests to go over there too, it will be super cool. And that's kind of like what I'm going with here. So I'm not really, I feel like these pieces here, as I mentioned in the previous episodes, are really coming in handy for me now. I didn't really use them as much in the start, but now I am, because they really work well for this elven theme here. So, and the roofs too will also be a little bit more, you know, remodified, because there's also many templates. There's a lot of things that are templates, but it's also just, as I said, for you guys to kind of like get that image, an overview on how things look. And also maybe you guys can put in some ideas too, to what I can add to more stuff, since it's not really done yet, you know, it's a lot of templates. So feel free to do that, guys, really, feel free. So as I said with this building here, was that it was inspired by one of the ones I saw from the concept art, and I really liked how it was with the two floors, and then it has this peak roof here, which I kind of copy pasted from the tower in the back, and then I kind of like just remodified it a little bit, gave it some more detailing and added it next to it, and it really does the job to it. Super happy about it. Also the roof here will also be done on the other side. There's no tiles left, but they will be there at some point, just all of a sudden just magically be there. There's some stuff I also tried to cut out to keep the video somewhat short for you guys, because it's, again, a lot of the same stuff I do as I've done already in the previous episodes of Rivendell here. But I feel like now when I'm kind of building somewhat of buildings from scratch, I feel like it was worth a go to make a little video out of it. And also just tell you guys what's up, you know, like, because I've been slacking on Planet Zoo, I know that, and I'm gonna try get into it again as much as I can. Hopefully soon we will even get a new DLC, who knows. It's almost, I can't remember when the last DLC dropped. Was it 2 months ago? 3 months? I don't know. But it's really cool because these pieces here really makes me want to go back in and build some more stuff, because now when you get to know the pieces a lot more, it gets easier to build too and such. Now it's just my ideas that need to pop up some more, because as we know, because I've not really made a lot of animal habitats. Like I think I made 10 or something. It's a lot of building videos I do here, right? But you guys already know that. That's kind of like my thing. That's what I like to do. But as you can see here, I'm slowly getting making the little stairway here too with the plaster, and then giving it some fencing here. And that's pretty much how this building is gonna look on the exterior, right? Then I'm gonna add some stuff inside, so it's not just that open, you know, a little bit of clutter and stuff like that. So, but I'm really happy how this little section here ended up looking, and I really feel like as soon as we get lots more stuff added here, making a little bit more close, some more greenery and stuff, this area is gonna look super dope. And also, especially when you look from the Hobbiton side, looking over the Rivendell, and you have this part too. I'm really liking it. It's super cool. And also, let me know, guys, what you guys think of this addition I did here. And also, as I said, I know that there might be a few things that are floating, and maybe there's some stuff that aren't really placed perfectly, but all that stuff will be fixed, you know. It's a lot of templates. I've said that a lot of times now. I need to be quiet now about that, but it is, okay? But yeah, here's the little balcony, and when you stand here, you get like this super nice view of Rivendell, and then you can get a little bit of peek of the Hobbiton area as well, which is super nice. I'm really liking that. But I don't really know yet what will happen whenever this series ends. I already know for a fact that it's not going to be a long series, because we're slowly getting there. As soon as Rivendell is done, we only have one little area to focus on. And then we just need the polishing part, which doesn't take too long. So I would say that Hobbiton 2 might, within a few months, month or two maybe, if I keep it steady by building in it for the next few a month or two, then I would probably bet that Hobbiton 2 will also be finished around that time. So it's quite nice to be at this stage of a lot of your projects, that you know that it's only a month or 2 or 3 away for getting finished. And I have plenty of projects, guys. So that's also why sometimes it becomes a little bit too overwhelming. I know it's my own fault. I don't blame anyone for this. But sometimes it just becomes too overwhelming, because you want to build, but you don't know which project you want to build on. Even though it's kind of nice too that you can variate and jump back and forth to projects to keep the creative juices going, but it also gets sometimes a little bit too much, and then you just don't play at all. And that's occasionally what have been happening here for the last few weeks for me, because I have a lot of projects. I mean, Planet Zoo obviously I only have 2, but if you take Planet Coaster, then there's like 8 or 9 projects, right? And yeah, and some of them have been going on for the longest time ever, you know. And I prioritize those a little bit more too, because those are the ones that I know people also want to have finished soon, and also myself included. So yeah, there's some stuff that definitely needs to be worked with. And then I'm thinking, I haven't started any new projects yet, because I was sitting down the other day and I was like, okay, you need to get an overview on which projects you have going, what can be done this year or for the next few months, and stuff like that. And I said to myself, don't start any new projects until you at least have 3 of these done. So as you guys can hear, there will still be lots of projects, and also for Planet Zoo, obviously there will come a few more, because it's a building game and I like that. So here I'm doing that custom fence over this little bridge here. It's not really a bridge, it's more like, I guess it is, it goes over a little creek, but I just feel like it's more included into the building on the right, you know, it's more part of it. And I really like how this sort of little creek comes out. I'll probably also add some more water effects to it, to get the water flow looking nice as I did on the below level on the other buildings and water. So yeah, there still some progress needs to be done a little bit everywhere. But I do like how this is looking now though, with this little section here. And then now I'm starting to add a little bit of foliage and stuff too after this, and it looks super cool. I'm really happy about it. I'll probably also change the pathing and not have that wooden path. It doesn't really mingle with it, so that's definitely also something we need to look into. But yeah, putting some supports under this little balcony here, and then I am doing this building as I mentioned, where I copy paste the front here, and then I'm obviously gonna do a little bit more different stuff to it in the next video. But then here I am literally just making the building how big I wanted it, and then it's actually after here on the right side of it from the back where I want the llamas to be. So they will, like the panda, they will kind of be hidden away. You kind of like have to get in the back here, kind of like to get a total view of them. And this building I'm building here too will have a lot of platforms from for the peeps to stand on and look down into the llama habitat, which I will probably start on or get built in the next Hobbiton Zoo video. I kinda, you know, I kinda do it like this, where I have maybe 1 or 2 building videos, and then I have a animal habitat sort of thing to try to mix it up a bit, because I know a lot of you are here for the animals, and I'm gonna try variate that too, so you guys also get a little bit of stuff sometimes, so I don't bore you to death with my talk and my building stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about this, guys. So the thing is that when I building this, I didn't really feel like what exactly to do here, so I just tried to do something that kind of like gave it an open view, where you can kind of like, when I want the people to walk here, they can kind of see from both sides. And that's what I meant about the platform or viewing platforms they're gonna get when they are looking down into the llama habitat, because that's where it's gonna be here. It's gonna be like on this backside here. I'm already preparing some stuff on what to do and how to make it look cool and all, and I feel like they're gonna make a nice little fit here in the Rivendell section with the pandas. So we kind of like have that sort of white color that goes well with the buildings here, right? And I am probably also gonna add a few towers, because I feel like this building need a little bit of a tower, and also a little bit more shaping to the roofs and stuff. So that will also be fixed, of course. I'm gonna do all that. And of course also make a little video when I do all that to you guys, if I'm not streaming it. But overall, I'm quite happy of what I did achieve today. And it gave me a little bit of a boost to go in here and build a lot more stuff to keep this going, because I really want to build the llama habitat now. And I really feel like they're gonna fit perfectly in here. So just adding a little bit more stuff to this building. As I said, I wanted it to be super open, so I'm making all these arches like all the way around. I'm obviously gonna add a little bit of more walls and stuff inside of it, and also give it some more supports to the ceiling and such, because right now it looks like a total mess inside. But that will also be something I fix, as I've mentioned. But yeah, I feel like that the park or the zoo itself it's not too big, it's not too small either. It's a good zoo, and I feel like when we get all this done, I'm gonna try to take a piece count and see what we ended up having in the zoo here. And I also did make a save from just the Hobbiton part, so if it should goes to the worst case should that happen, I always have just the backup for Hobbiton, so you guys can check that out without losing frames and such. So that's also a thing, right? But as you guys can see here, just making up this building here and giving it some more arches everywhere, because this is gonna be like also a little bit of an area where I'm also gonna have a few shops, and we're gonna have people walking around, and we have the pandas on this like right in front of us, and then the llamas on the right. So, and also feel like with a little bit of stuff hanging around and clutter, and you know, it's gonna look super cool. I'm pretty confident about that. This is gonna look super dope when we are getting close to the end here. But guys, as I said, I am still up for ideas on what to add. Also, like, we still need maybe the third animal here at the Rivendell section. So give me your thoughts on what you guys would love to see here, or what might be a good suggestion for you guys. Because there were a lot of things I wanted to do in the start, also like smog and but I just feel like now that my zoo is not running so great already, so I feel like I should just focus on these two things that we need to finish, and then call it a day. And then I can always, you know, maybe go in and start a new project where I maybe just build a habitat in some sort of way of the theme that I wanted to build in the zoo. So still some things to think about. But overall, I'm quite happy how far I've got today and how much more we got to add. Even though it doesn't look super pretty, but it's a start at least, right? It's a slow progress, but we're getting there eventually. I'm also trying up a little bit more trim work, different things, and trying to like just to see how and what can look good on this guy here. So here's the little bit of a last part I do on the building, and then afterwards I'm pretty much done for today, and then we will go straight to the cinematics, guys. It's nothing fancy today, but I did try to capture some good shots for you guys to enjoy, so you guys can see what I built today. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I would appreciate if you guys would leave a comment of what you think of this, and also if you like the video, give it a like, guys. And also I would like to say hey to all the new subscribers, and hope you will like it here. And also, if you are not a subscriber and you want more of this stuff, you should subscribe, and yeah, you won't regret it, I promise you that. But yeah, just last parts here, guys, and then we will finish it off. So guys, take care, stay safe, and build some good stuff, guys. I hope you are enjoying the summer, and hopefully some of you can go somewhere and enjoy it a little bit, and I hope that the rest of you are hanging in there. So yeah, guys, stay awesome, have an amazing day, and enjoy the cinematics, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.